I just arrived in Santa Cruz on the island of Tenerife. It's one of the Canary Islands, which are part of Spain, off the coast of where Morocco meets Western Sahara. Tenerife translates to White Mountain, and it's one of the 8 inhabited Canary Islands. I'm on a whale watching excursion with a company called Freebird. So we're hugging the coast right now of Tenerife, and we're going to see if we can find some whales and dolphins swimming around.
They have a lot of structural injuries because probably he fights with Cañadas too, but only.
I just arrived at the Hard Rock Tenerife, and right behind me is the counter where you check in, and all the employees have little guitar pick shaped name tags, and underneath it has their favorite rock star. I got checked in by Jorge, aka Eric Clapton. You can hear the music blasting here. It's the final countdown by Europe. In 1963, an up-and-coming pop group from Liverpool came to the island of Tenerife, actually 3 of the 4 members. And it's commemorated here at the Hard Rock Tenerife with this exhibit where they have several photos of 3 of the 4 Beatles minus John Lennon touring the area here right where we are. So here's George Harrison, there's George and Paul, George again, there's Paul. And like I said, there are several photos here of the Beatles in their 1963 visit to the island. And this makes sense because the British were the first tourists outside of Spain to really make this island a popular tourist destination. The lobby, as well as the Nirvana Tower where I'm staying, both have several outfits on display as well as instruments. So here we have both. This is John Entwistle's bass. And oddly enough, I had tickets to see The Who when John Entwistle died. I believe that was 2002. And I ended up seeing them at Hershey Park Stadium in my home state of Pennsylvania with the new bass player Pino. Hotel buffet is called Sessions. And at the buffet, they have 2 guitars on display with attached records. And then you can see some of the other things on offer here, but what's really cool is that they have a couple vinyl records that I own on display here. They have London Calling by The Clash, and they also have another one that's probably in my top 10 favorite start to finish records of all time. They got AC/DC, Back in Black, right in front of a bunch of smoked meat. It also has Gofio, which is the best thing I've tried on this whole trip. So it looks like and has the consistency of marzipan, and it's made of just 3 simple ingredients: the Gofio flour, white cheese, and then there's also honey. And it's got a sweetness. It's pretty much the most unique thing I've tasted on this trip. I'm standing at 2,356 meters. I'm at Volcan Teide, which I'm told is the most visited national park in all of Europe. If you just take a look around, you can see the mountains. And then right behind me is the gondola, and we're going to be taking that all the way up to the top. We're going to ascend another 1,500 meters or so, and it takes about an hour to get up here from the nearest town. This is what 3,555 meters looks like. You can see down in the bottom there, a lot of snow up here, and then what some people do is they hike the other 200 meters up to the top of the mountain there. Locals refer to this as the Sea of Clouds, and 4 million tourists visit this park annually. I'm at the Parador Hotel, which is the only hotel inside Teide National Park. And this is a fish dish that I ordered for lunch. This is a pretty nice restaurant here if you look around. And you're surrounded by the national park, which you can see right through the window. The annual Carnival celebration in Tenerife is considered one of the world's largest, after the largest one in Rio. In Santa Cruz, Casa del Carnival is a museum dedicated to the annual celebration. Here you could check out costumes worn in the annual carnival. You could also watch some video exhibits of the celebration, and kids can enjoy their own special room where they could try different outfits on. It's the second night of Carnival, and tonight we're along the waterfront. You can see the skyline of Santa Cruz behind me. Tens of thousands of people have gathered here, and the parade is going to start from down there very shortly. It's at least a couple hours usually. The party will continue into the night with live music. I'm up in the clouds at 900 meters, and if you look off behind me, you can see some rugged mountain peaks there. There's the observation deck. I'm actually on a bridge here, and if you just look down, you can see the valley. So my time here in Tenerife has come to an end. I'm at Muelle Viejo, I believe I'm saying that correctly, and I want to introduce everyone to Dario. So Dario's been my guide. This is his first time on camera, but he's pretty much been with me for everything we've done. So we're at this restaurant, Dario's a local guide, and we're about to try a few desserts. So this is like a chocolate souffle, or not a souffle, but a chocolate mousse, cheesecake. And then they called this Canarian flan, is that correct?
Yeah, it is. We call it quesillo. That means a small cheese, but there's no cheese in it.
Okay, small cheese. What makes it Canarian as opposed to another
flan? We use eggs, lemon, cinnamon, anise. We use a lot of cinnamon and anise in the Canary Islands. You've seen that we added to the bread.
Yeah, I remember the bread.
Yeah, and then milk. Milk and condensed milk.
Okay.
So this is a different way to make a flan, which is typical from our islands.
Okay, perfect. A lot of my videos are food focused. This one is not. So can you tell people a few dishes they should try in the Canary Islands if they come here for the first time?
Yes, of course. So if you come, you have to taste the goat meat, which is stewed with onions and red peppers. Then you have to taste the rabbit, which is quite traditional. You have to taste the black Canarian pig, which is an endemic variety of pig that we have here. We have been having it for more than 2,000 years. Yeah, it was brought by the natives. Then you have to taste our sweet potatoes, our wrinkled potatoes, our bacalao or codfish cooked with onions, on some slices of sweet potato, and what else?
What is that black bread that I tried that half of the people in the room didn't like, but I liked it more than anyone?
Gofio.
Gofio.
Gofio. Yeah, of course you have to say Gofio is like the most Canarian food you can have here.
Okay.
Gofio is like a flour, a brownish flour, yeah, made with a grilled, grinded cereals, mainly wheat and corn. That we can mix it with honey or palm honey, which is the Canarian palm tree sap fermented and heated.
That's what I was dipping it in, yeah.
Yeah, it's made in the island of La Gomera, which is the neighboring island this way, but we can find it in all the Canary Islands. So we mix gofio, that flour, with honey, nuts, dried figs, and raisins. We mix all of it, we make a sort of mold, which is what you tasted. Okay, and we just take some pieces and we eat it.
Okay, so speaking of eating, I'm gonna try, I forgot the word already, but the flan. I'm gonna try the flan.
Quesillo.
Quesillo. Let's see what's different about the quesillo. It's very smooth. You said there's anise in this?
There was
anise?
There can be anise.
Okay, yeah, because I see the little dots in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so,
cinnamon, lemon?
Yes, I like anything with cinnamon, and it definitely was a little different. I've had this on Ferry Street in Newark and other areas. I always enjoy it, but this is a little different. So thank you for being my guide for the past 4 days.
You're welcome.
And if you like the video, please hit the subscribe button. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in, and I'll see you at my next destination.